How is everybody doing today? It is September 11th of 2020 and wanted to do a quick update. We just had the cold snap that was in one of our last videos. Our cold snap we're climbing out of it now, and we should have possibly the rest of the month of warmth. So I wanted to give everybody an update on how the yard had turned out. But this level of cold snaps only hit us one time before. It wasn't last year, but the year before in early September like that. So we've never really survived it, and I'm really proud of how things turned out. But just wanted to kind of throw this video in real quick. We have 2 more videos that were done during the cold snap. So the next pepper video, which is the Dulce Sol, and the next tomato video, which is the dwarf peppermint stripes tomatoes. Those 2 videos were done during the cold snap. I don't want anybody worried that we're dipping in again. We just did as many videos as we could, not knowing what would make it and what not. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, and I am super proud to let everybody know that we worked really hard, very hard to hold this together. Yesterday we were able to pull this stuff out, and out of all of our garden, it all made it. So we've never had this kind of success. Usually this cold will hit us the beginning of October. It's hit us as late before as the beginning of November, but this year and the year before last, it hit us the beginning of September, and really just, it catches us off guard. It's not as much as the cold. It does drop to freezing levels, but it's the fact that it kind of changes overnight on us. Our weather here is known for being turning on and offable like a light switch, sort of. So, man, everything. No frozen peppers. Tomatoes are still going. We're gonna be able to do a pineapple tomato testing video pretty soon. Hope I'm talking loud enough for this. That's a Black Beauty tomato. A lot of the reason our tomatoes split this year is because we had neighbors that moved out, and we had to take everything that was laying over the fence and on their side and cut it all back. And so cutting all of that back from that side of the fence made it so that all the growth started firing into the tomatoes too much, and we noticed cracking pretty widespread. We're not too worried about it. We're still saving seeds on a lot of stuff. Man, we turned into robots. It was like we really didn't hope for the best or expect the worst. We kind of just assumed that it would be the worst no matter what, turned into robots, did what we needed to do. We kept the shade cloth. I'm not sure if sheets on top of the plants during the cold. I was given some advice by CB's greenhouse to kind of keep the sheets off of them or get freezer burn. We went with shade cloth, which is more of a plastic material, which might not have hurt them so much, but we did for the most part keep them off. Everything was crammed into this section right here, and then we had a bunch of poles and shade cloth barriers up and laid over. So I guess that's the bad news I gotta give you guys today, is like, we're not done. These are all the Augies. This is Lemon Drop, Sugar Rush Peach, Lemon Drop, and Sugar Rush Peach. So Dwarf Purple Heart. We may get one of those Paul Robeson too. It's a really interesting tomato that I wanted to try out. It's supposed to be the smokiest flavored tomato, and a lot of what makes us like the Cherokee Purple, it's out there with the Black Cherry Cross. But got it all pulled out here. You can kind of see our sundial as the season goes on. This shadow goes farther and farther, so the prime spot with the cooling weather ends up being out towards the end of the yard more. Our yard, for anybody who hasn't heard, is 26 feet by 15 feet, so it's approximately 9 yards by long by 5 yards wide. It's a north-facing yard, so sometimes during the early season or late season we can have issues because the sun will come up on the other side of this building. It leans that way. If you're in the northern hemisphere, the sun will lean gently to the south. That's why you want more of a south-facing window for light. If you live in the southern hemisphere, though, you're looking for it to lean a little bit to the north. Super excited, you guys. We we worked so hard for this. We just kind of assumed that the whole yard was going to collapse. Took all of the things that we kind of knew that we could do to help. Seen it happen a bunch of times before, so tried not to be too hopeful, and we've had a great gardening season. We've just kicked butt on peppers. I was a little disappointed that we didn't get farther with the tomatoes. And you never trust the weather, man, especially in Utah, in this area of Utah. We're in the southwest corner, zone 6B, which is a mid-zone curse. That means we get hot summers that are overly hot, but not as hot as the other zones, so we can't complain too much. And we get cold winters that are, you know, plants don't know if it's 20 degrees or 10. They kind of lost track at about 30, so we get super cold, but maybe not as cold as Canadians. So like, we kind of try not to complain too much. We kind of watch you guys go through your struggles and stuff like that. This year has been insane hectic for everybody, I'm pretty sure. I think me and Angel, we're still kind of in shock. Kiddo's doing really well. Our son, he's got such a healthy brain. I'm so proud of that kid every day. His garden tendencies lean in and out a little bit. His part of the gardening that he seems to like the most, for anybody who's got kids that are trying into gardening, is his ability to share. He likes sharing with his grandparents and friends and just people that come around. He's got 2 more stings of corn that were already pulled off. It wasn't because of the weather. They were past their prime anyways, so some more of his chaos corn coming up. But this is already getting to be 6 minutes, 7-minute long video. I was trying to do a quick little 5-minute video. So happy, you guys. We're back in. Going to be having some more videos coming up. The next 2, the pepper and tomato video that are coming up, are during the cold snap, so nobody worry about us. But try to end this in 7 minutes, and we're out. We should be looking at high to mid 80s for the next couple weeks, and at nighttime at about the low 50s, high 40s at worst. So perfect growing weather for tomatoes, pretty much. The peppers might need a little more heat than they're going to be getting, but keep them in the light beam, and everything's looking beautiful. And we're trimming back a bunch of the dead growth or things that were kind of falling out a little bit. And round 10, I guess. So this is UT and Angel. Wanted to let everybody know our yard, everything made it. We are super motivated, moving forward. It's like the party stopped all of a sudden and then kicked back on. So we have a little bit of lag, lots of work to always do. We always do tons of micromanagement work. That's why it's hard to recommend how we garden, because we purposely don't cut certain corners, even though we can, just because we micromanage and like to really kind of manicure our stuff in a way that makes it look zen-like or peaceful. So we have a place to come out to the yard where we can kind of avoid the real world a little bit and just explore all the interesting things out here, and eat and laugh and play and have fun and everything else like that. So I love you guys. I'm super excited and stuff. Me and Angel, we've worked so hard this year. Even through this cold snap, my whole body aches, is sore, but moved it all around, covered it up, fixed it, repaired it, did this. Didn't really expect anything to come of it, and all of it worked. So trust the process. Lots of more seed saving going on for us this month. Some more pepper tomato videos mostly, maybe a couple updates, but we love you guys and couldn't be happier right now. So catch you next time, and see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Love you.